Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to be going over CTR Boss. Somebody asked about it in the comments and I thought I would check it out, see what it's all about because I had never heard of it. I've never heard anybody mention it before. So I was curious if it was a new tool. It looks like the site was first indexed in December 2016, which seems crazy because then I feel like the product should be better than it is. Plus, there's a whole bunch of websites or web pages that just aren't found. It looks like it's from whatever template they used on Webflow. And these are still all indexed, which makes me think that this was only recently launched, even though it says that it was first indexed in 2016. Maybe they bought the domain and had the homepage indexed and just recently launched it. If you look at the Whois data, their domain registration was updated just in August. It could just be that they turned on privacy settings or something. Oh, now this is interesting. So January 10th, 2023. Oh, it would be interesting, except these are all exactly the same and you can't actually click on any of them. One of my biggest gripes that I was going to mention in the video is that there's no training, there's no information on anything. And then what I have to do a site search for the domain to find their blog because it's not actually in their navigation anywhere, but they don't. Oh, and that takes you to the dashboard, but it's all nonsense. It doesn't. And this is only January 2023 that these were published. So again, I feel like this is still relatively new. It's still got these 404 pages that are showing as indexed. uh I don't know, weird. But let's just take a look at it, look at the functionality. There are so I created a few campaigns. We'll just run through creating a campaign. I'm just gonna make this really easy and put in nonsense. So you can choose Google Maps, organic search, create a campaign. Then it has website ratio. There's, they've got tooltips, which is great, but then their placeholders don't really match their tooltips. And then this is visit what your website instead of performing a directional search, which I'm assuming that they mean click like get directions or start, like the navigation. Um, which I don't know. I'll put that at 80. It really would depend on your industry. If you're a lawyer, people might come to you, although they wouldn't do it without making an appointment. Plumber, they're never going to go to you. So that always just kind of depends. Mobile search, this is over 90 now. So you should be putting that higher than 90. Pages per session, this is an important thing because you need some dwell time and you want people to navigate around on your website to show Google that they're engaging with your website. But on the lower tier plans, it says 2 to 5, but then I can only do 1 or less than 1, but I can't do 0. Average session, same thing. The tooltip 70 to 350 is the recommended, but this warning right here says maximum 60. So that is specific to the package that you're on. I think all the paid packages you get at least 2 page views. You need to spend 120 to get 3 page views and 200 seconds on the site. That's the upper limit. They do have unlimited campaigns and unlimited keywords, and at first glance, the amount of searches that you get for the pricing is decent. So the 7,000, it ends up being 5 credits per search, which I don't know why they don't just make it easier to understand and say 1 credit per search. Like, why is it 5? I hate that whole concept. Unless each individual campaign ends up being different amounts of credits based on whatever you're choosing, which that doesn't seem to be the case with these guys, then why credits? I don't know. Maybe after you get above 60 seconds, the credits it cost you more credits. I don't know. I can't test that. But if every single search is 5 credits, you would get 1,400 searches every month for 7,000 credits. That's more than most agencies would need to use, honestly. Because this isn't supposed to be a long-term strategy. This is like the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. It's not a replacement for doing SEO and all the other stuff that you need to do in order to rank a business and get results. So back to creating the campaign. You hit create, you want to add keywords. Campaign's not active. You have to make the campaign active before you can add the keywords, which is a huge flaw because then as soon as you submit any keywords, they're just going to run. Like immediately, it seems. And if I want to create a campaign where, like in Kraken, I can choose 15 different keywords and I can say do 3 searches daily, and it's going to randomly pick one of the 15 keywords that I want and then run 3 every day for the entire month. That is way better than what you get here. And I don't know, I didn't try doing this before. I don't know that you can do multiple keywords here, but say 2 searches every day. United States, the other downside is they barely have any cities in here. So if you're in, or if you're in Scottsdale, the closest you get, they do have Scottsdale. Bad example. Let's just pretend if you're in Phoenix and you're in Scottsdale or some other city that's not in the list, and then you choose Phoenix and you search plumber, 24-hour plumber, you're going to find the ones in Phoenix because you don't have a way to geolocate to specific latitude and longitude, which is really, really, really important for Google Maps because it's super hyper local. They are showing you results that are nearest to you, especially for a service like plumber. Why would they show you a plumber that's hours away? Doesn't make sense. So they're very much lacking in that area. I'll just choose Phoenix because I don't care. Let's see if it actually adds 3 keywords. Nope, it just takes that whole search as my keyword. But you see that it's already done the 2 searches. Whenever you go to look at activity, nothing shows up here. If you click in to view the results from the supposed searches, you would think that the stats... Now, this would be cool if it told you what position it found it at so you could look at the trend, but none of this data seems to be recorded. They don't give you any of it, even though it's apparently designed for that. Or maybe it's not, I don't know, because there's no instructions or information on how to use this tool anywhere. There's no videos, there's nothing. There's social media buttons at the bottom of their page don't even work. Like these are all just broken. I tried looking on YouTube. I tried looking in forums. I can't find anyone talking about them anywhere. So, final thoughts. Not impressed. They're missing a whole bunch of content. Nobody's talking about them. No social, no videos. They're missing functionality. Misleading functionality. I don't know. Some of the stuff's just blank. I don't know why. The best thing that they have going for them is the pricing, but if you pay $1 for it, it doesn't make it better because it's cheaper if it doesn't give you the results that you want. It doesn't, I mean, you get what you pay for in this scenario. Yes, Kraken is more expensive, but it's much more customizable and you actually are going to get results. So that's my take on CTR Boss. If you haven't checked out my video on Kraken, go check it out. This will apparently be the only video on CTR Boss on YouTube, so I'm assuming I'll rank number 1. And if you want a CTR tool that's going to do what it says it does and get you results, click the link in the description to look at Kraken. You can use the coupon code Kraken to get $100 off every month. And if you have any questions, let me know. See ya.